Oh, are we videoing? Yes, we are. Good morning, everybody. Shades on, even though it's not sunny. It's always sunny in my world. Right, folks, today a quick talk about fidget toys and how we're getting on with them. So first of all, I must say the spinners. To start off, the spinners, well, I don't really play with these very much at all. You know, they just kind of go in the drawer now and that's them. Very, very occasionally do I get them out and have a quick spin with them. They are still fun, and they're just basically a desktop kind of toy now, really, just to sit and play with. This cumbersome brute, I just don't really play with that at all. It's not a particularly good spinner. And the see-through one, well, that's a really good spinner, and I do sort of just every now and again bring that out to play with. But other than that, they're not really, they're 3 or 4 quid each, so you know, probably a bit of a waste of a buy, to tell you the truth. I think I was so excited about wanting to get a spinner, I bought loads of them and then suddenly realised probably one was enough. But my favourite one is, well, not my favourite one, but the favourite one I play with in the house is this one here, the talk bar as they call it. I sometimes find myself sitting there watching David Attenborough of an evening, and I always find this one appears to be in my hand and I seem to be twiddling about with it quite a lot. So that's quite a good one just for sitting and playing with. This very free flowing, good bearing action on that one there, I must say, very good indeed. But the one I play with the most and the one I walk about with at work, or the everyday carry as they call it, an EDC, everyday carry, is this one here with the ball bearings on it. I find this one very soothing to play with as you whack it about in your fingers there. It's really good, just, and you can actually move the little disc around as well. There's loads you can do with it. I just find it quite a nice soothing, relaxing kind of thing as I'm walking around the bingo hall with my change tray. I just find this really nice to, takes your mind off everything, you know, because you can just do this with it. I find myself doing that quite a lot with it. I've got very dexterous fingers, so I can find myself like, you know, and it's really good practice for on the keyboard. You can keep your hands nice and supple, and I mean, look at that. There you go. Look, whee. And this one here, this fidget toy, I'm not sure what they actually call it, but this is the one I've been using when I'm calling the bingo. I find this is a tremendous aid for just, you know, concentrating, taking your mind off everything. You know, it just seems to fly by calling the bingo now. I've got this in my fingers. I don't know why, folks, but actually when I was in the dentist chair last Monday as well, this I had in my hand, even though I wasn't really sort of, when the drill started going, the twiddle started going like this, but when it wasn't drilling, I just kind of, you know, just relaxed and play with it. Again, it's a very dexterous kind of thing to be able to play with, and it does really help the fingers moving about, especially for my arthritis, my big lump on my knuckle. I find it helps the arthritis as well. So that's really good. These two are my everyday carry, these two here, folks. The fidget cube, well, I haven't, you know, I pick it up every now and again, but what I find it is particularly good for, folks, now is when I'm sitting on the toilet. And I find it helps pass time, you know, just sort of, you know, come on. To be brutally honest, folks, that's what I find the fidget cube very good for. So yeah, that's basically it. The Rubik's cube that I bought in Dunfermline. I played with this going home in the car for, you know, a good 20-30 minutes just doing this. Again, it's got such a nice sound and a nice motion to it. This one's only £2, this one cost, from Tiger, and it's really, really good for tweaking about. Here's my real Rubik's cube, which I must admit is a lot smoother to move about. Oh, it is a lot, and it's got a nice sound when you're moving it about. Oh, it's really good actually, yeah. Crikey, I forgot how good that was. Goodness, still unsolved. But this one's got a bit more of a clicky kind of motion to it. So yeah, I find myself mucking about with that every now and again. Let's see if we can get one side done, shall we? Right, we'll go for the yellows. Get that one across there, that one to there, and there we go. Yellows are done, but that's all I can do, yellows. So is that it? That's the fidget toys, folks. Yes, thank you. Oh, there's one more fidget toy we forgot to mention, the one I made. It's still hanging about, folks. It still works. Yes, it does. It's still together. That's the main thing. Look, it's still there. So, but I hardly ever play with that. That was just a memento to my trials and tribulations of trying to make something. So there we go. Right, to work we go.